Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Web Tutorials. Thoughts of this side. Guys, today we will learn about changing the color of an image, or basically a particular part of it, by using the mix blend mode property of CSS. So let's see this. Okay, so as you can see guys, by default the car's color has been set to blue. Okay, but when we click on it, let's just say click anywhere on the image. Okay, so when we click on it, color box pop up, okay, on the left corner of the browser, and it allows you to input your desired values. And if when you change the values, let's say earlier it was set to 0, and if you change the values to, let's say, 120, okay, and the red values is set to be 120, and the green value, let's say, 225. So guys, as you can see, the color has changed a bit, or you can also change the blue values as well. So let's say 60. Okay, so as you can see that earlier the color which was blue has been changed to a greener color. So let's see how to design this in our HTML and CSS code section. So let's code. Guys, before coding, let's discuss about what resources or things do we need to create the effect. So first of all guys, we need this type of image which has some particular part as colored. Let me show you. Okay, so we need this type of an image in which some part of it is colored, and the leftover part or the remaining part is set to black and white. Okay, so we need this type of image. This is a mandatory requirement for making this this design to come into effect. And secondly, we need an text document in an HTML format, so that we can make it work into our browsers. And for styling our web page, we need a text document in the style format, that is the CSS format. Okay, so let's now move on to the coding part. So for that, move on to the text editor. We are using the Sublime Text for coding our web page today. So guys, as you can see that I have already set the template for the HTML document, and all I need to set is the body part. So for that, let's just start it, and all I need to set is the input first of all. And what we need for the input tag is the color pop-up box. So for that, we'll use the type as color, and we'll set its value, not name but value, to a hexa value of color. Okay, so let's say the blue color. So for that, we'll use these hexa codes. Okay, so now next thing I want is to input the image. Okay, so to include the image, we'll use the image attribute. Okay, so what was the name of the image? It was image only. Okay, so yeah, so it will be image dot jpg. Okay, so let's just save it and see how it has turned out to be in our web page. Okay, let's open it in browser, and as you can see, you need to scroll it to see the full image, and there is an option. Okay, you can change the color, but it won't be any effective right now. So let's move on to our styling part. Okay guys, so yep, here it is. As as you can see guys, like we in the styling part also we have done our universal codings. We have set our margin to be 0, padding to be 0, and box sizing to be border box. Guys, as I've already told you that this helps in like these codes, these set of codes helps in like when you change the browser you're using. Like let's just say I'm using the Microsoft Edge, and if you change the browser, if you use the Mozilla Firefox browser, then the padding, the alignments sections, all those things will be different in that browser. But with this set of codes, it will remain the same. Either you use the Microsoft Edge, or you use the Google Chrome, or you use the Mozilla Firefox browser. Any browser you use, these set of codes will make things simple for you. Okay, so now moving on to the styling part, let's first style our body. Okay, so for that what we want in our body is to set the height and the width first. Okay, so we want the height to be 100 viewing height, sorry. Okay, and also the width to be 100 viewing width. Okay, yeah, this will set the height and width of the body to exact size of the screen. Okay, so what we can see is like this will capture the entire amount of screen that is available for for the web page. Okay, so secondly we want is to style our image. Okay, because as we already saw that we need to scroll it, so to eradicate that we'll style our image. Okay, so in the image tag we want to set its height to be 100% first of all. Okay, so that it's fully there. Okay, and the width also to be 100%. Yeah, and to make it non-scrollable, or to make it fit into the exact portion of that screen, we'll use the object fit property. Okay, yeah, this object fit property to cover. Okay, so just save it and just refresh it. So now as you can see, the scrolling thing has gone, and after removing this, this portion will also go away. Okay, so let's move on to coding again. And next thing we want to style is our input. We want to make it invisible so that we can like make the image non-scrollable. Okay, so moving on to the input tag. In this what we want to do is set the padding to be 0. Okay, and position to be absolute, so that we can place it wherever we want. Okay, right, now we want to set its width to be 100% and its height also to be 100%. Okay, and lastly we'll use the most important thing over here, the mixed blend mode property. Okay, so and we'll use the hue attribute over here. The hue attribute, as you might know, that it is used for changing the color of the web page, you can say, or of an image or anything that is available in a web page. Okay, so and lastly we want to set our cursor as pointer. Yeah, now guys, to make it invisible, to make our color section invisible, what we need to do is to set the WebKit color swatch, and we need to remove its border as well. Okay, so for that we'll use this WebKit color swatch property, WebKit color swatch, and yeah, we'll just delete this, and yep. So we'll set its border to be none. Okay, and secondly, what we want, its wrapper also. Okay, so we'll just copy this and we'll set its wrapper property. Yeah, we'll set its wrapper property. In that, we need the padding to be 0. Okay, let's just save it, and with this much of code, I guess it will remove the color section. So let's just refresh it, and yep, as you can see, it's gone, and the color has been set to blue, and the scrollable part also has been removed. Okay, so now let's check it out, that if we click on it, does the color section pops up or not. So let's click, and yep, it works perfectly fine. Guys, I forgot to tell you one thing, that you can change this part over here. If you want to use the HSL values, that is the hue, saturation and lightness value, you can use it. And also if you want to use the hex values, that also you can use it. So let's test this code of ours. So let's say we use 127. Okay, so it has already changed, guys, it's working perfectly fine. Let's change the code. Let's change the hex codes. Okay, so let's say FFFF00. Yep, so it's working perfectly fine, guys. The color is changing, and this is the way you can use the mix blend mode property. Okay, to change the color of images or a particular part of the images, and this can be very handy in like using the, because this is the generation in which like this type of effects really matters, guys, because in the branding part or in the fashion part, where everything in the background is set to black and white, and the only the person wearing the dress is in the colored section. Okay, so this comes in really handy for the web developers. So I guess that is it in this section, guys. I hope to see you in the next video, and hope you guys liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and yep, that is it. Thank you.